nerdlocker.com here with your TV and movie news. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Brandon.
And let's get to this.
All right, so writer and producer from Fringe, Brad Caleb Kane, is set to pen the script for the new Daredevil reboot coming out, directed by David Slade, and they're actually going off the Born Again storyline written by Frank Miller.
Which is fantastic.
Yes, I am so excited that they're redoing this.
I can't wait to see Matt Murdock done properly.
Exactly.
And they have an actual story this time as opposed to the last one that just was everywhere.
It was all over the place, and it just... Daredevil's a character I love. He's one of the few Marvel characters that I still...
enjoy reading.
Yeah, and there's so much you can do with this, so really hoping this goes in a much better direction, and it's a little more consolidated.
I think you can only go up from here, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
Okay, so Hollywood is throwing more reboots at us. Starting off, I know, right?
No.
Poltergeist is set to be rebooted, that franchise, which I don't have anything against. I wasn't a huge fan of the Poltergeist films.
I still haven't seen it, but I know the houses
little,
on the burial on the ground, blah, 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 blah. I've seen it made fun of enough.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw it, it scared me. I was little, but I feel like with technology now, you could definitely take what those were and, up the ante.
Yeah, internet, Netflix, Xbox, or whatever.
You could be doing anything with all that.
Yeah, entertainment in general, it could be sapping your life.
Not completely terrible, but
it'd be cool. It'd be nice to see it reinvigated.
Now the last one,
which
I feel is so unnecessary, is they want to redo the Wolfman again.
Again. Now, keyword. Again.
Personally, we went and saw Wolfman, didn't we?
Together. That was a great mandate. One of our best ever.
Awesome mandate.
I loved it.
I loved that movie, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
It was just gruesome enough. It was scary enough. It was funny. It was serious. It was everything a horror movie like that should have been.
And you know what? Being a giant fan of the original Universal films, it was its own story, but it still had so many connections to that first one. The cane, the pentagram on his hand.
But those are mainly just Easter eggs.
Well, yeah.
They're saying that this next one, they want to have more connections to the original 1941 film. What I'm thinking, they're probably, I would hope that it's maybe later than the other one. It's not set in the same time frame. It's maybe their ancestors or something. Yeah. Someone's still dealing with the curse. That could probably make it cool, but you gotta find that line so that way it's not American Werewolf in Paris.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it American Werewolves in London, not in Paris.
Well, the thing that a lot of people complained about the Wolfman movie, they said it wasn't gory enough, and you don't.
I heard the opposite. See, I heard people saying it was too gory.
Were like, no, I want to see more. Like,
well, I think this just confirms that everyone's stupid and no one knows what they're talking about.
I'm with you on that because you don't need excess gore to make a good horror movie. I was entertained the entire time I watched The Wolfman.
One of the scariest movies of all time. The first time I saw Halloween, the first Halloween, scared the crap out of me. And you don't see blood. No, it's hardly. No, you don't see blood in that entire movie. I don't think so.
I think you see a little bit, but it's not.
But it's not like. Yeah. Nowadays, you play like a video game and play Dead Space, and there's blood and guts going everywhere, and the whole point is to cut someone's arm off, and people are totally okay with that. But in a Wolfman movie, someone gets slashed in the face, and that's too gory, or that's not gory enough. Like,
I don't get it.
In Tron news, we're looking forward to a 3. It all depends on a lot of things, but they're looking for new writers.
The original writers, Adam and Adam, are now working on Once Upon a Time, so they're not going to be able to work on it, which, I mean, could be pretty nice because it puts a whole new kind of, I guess you could say...
a whole new spin on it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
A new spin on it, a new take on it, and so it's good news. It's just it depends on how Tron Uprising, the cartoon, does, if it actually gets done or not, which they need to do it.
Absolutely. Everyone at home needs to watch that cartoon because it will be amazing, and it will only harden the fact that we can possibly get a 3rd movie. Please let it happen.
I love the 2nd one. I would die if a 3rd one didn't come out. It has to come out. Everyone, this is our call out to you. Watch it.
Please watch Tron Uprising.
Now. Except for it's not out now, but you know.
Okay, so I'm totally stoked for this. Nickelodeon is coming out with their own animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show, which is going to be epic. And Sean Astin from The Lord of the Rings is going to voice Raphael, and Jason Biggs from American Pie and all those other dumb movies is going to voice Leonardo. So that sounds pretty cool. For an animated show, I'm definitely stoked.
They're getting some great voice artists. It seems they're going to take it into a more serious route. They're actually having them have lethal weapons, like they're changing, I don't know the name of ancient Japanese weapons, but like instead of nunchucks, it's the ones that have like the little weapons on the end of it, like a little knife, and like instead of a bow staff, it's actually got the blade on the end, whatever that one's called, and it's like it's actually going to take it back to, I'm hoping, the comic book age where it's like they're just first scene, whoop, we just killed this gang because they were going to hurt someone, so
I like it.
whatever, like Splinter, no, we'll actually kill him, not just shoot him into a garbage
And this
chute.
is going to be on Nickelodeon though, and they're going to be like super violent, and that's fantastic.
I doubt it will be like bloody violent, but I mean, they've done with other shows where they've actually had violence and fight going on. They've just made it so it was kind of friendlier.
I see. Well, either way, I'm stoked for it.
Yeah. In more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles news, Paramount is talking about possibly doing a new live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
I've been waiting for this to come out for years because I've been hearing rumors about it for, I would say, like a year and a half now. Like it's been on IMDb as rumored or in production or any of those things. So I'm really stoked to see it sort of coming to fruition. Like it's gonna make my day.
Yeah, there were some rumors before, and now there's interviews talking about how they're like, oh, after Transformers, we want kind of like a new big title to get into. So they're looking into writers, nothing completely solid yet, but it's looking like this may actually happen in 2012.
That's fantastic.
And I am so excited. I just hope they don't do the route with, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, when they went back in time and the whole thing, they changed the costumes, and so it kind of changed the color, and it made them look kind of grody and gross. And it was just like,
I was young when that one came out still, so I like enjoyed it.
I mean, no, when I was
the
young,
staff
I
and the
enjoyed the
spinny
movie
thing
like, Yoshi, he has no life in him,
Right?
and everything. But it's just, I didn't like how they did the costumes of it, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2, they just look so beautiful. Like, you're like, are they real?
They don't look.
I think
they
that's a
don't
real
look
walking
beautiful.
turtle. I thought, like, I was watching.
As a child? Because
No,
when you
I
go
was
back
watching
and watch
Teenage
those
Mutant Ninja
shows,
Turtles 2 just the other day.
you have problems.
No, I mean, of course, now you're like, okay, that's obviously a suit, but
You
just
can see the wire sticking out and
I
like
know,
the
but the thing-
mechanisms in their jaws. You can
But
tell.
for like what the 80s or 90s or whenever it came out, that was impressive.
That was amazing.
That was
Totally.
really impressive.
Totally
and then
amazing.
so you were thinking they'd get better by 3, but it went worse. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
it looked horrible. So I'm hoping they like keep with that traditional style but make it more high tech and do not go CG for the turtles.
Totally. They won't. That's high budget. High budget.
I would.
But to wrap it up, though, one, I love Casey Jones, and I'm going to name my first child Casey Jones. And two, I did some research, and it's looking like the same ventriloquists and people who did the characters for
really?
the first ones they're still totally working in the industry.
That
So
is
they're going to
excellent.
come back and do these. So that is what gives me hope that it'll be really good.
Yeah, especially if they work with Jim Henson's studio.
Exactly. Very exciting.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for movie news this week, but be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Be sure to check back next week for more news.
Bye.